tell you the same. Justice. We're looking for truth to save all the youth. Justice. Which matters of every life. Then we see the end of all that is wrong. Change your mindset, change the laws, change the concept, even the flaws. So together we can all stand tall. Somebody's colorful, someone is faceless, someone is powerful, somebody's tasteless. This one, that one, the other one, we all are beautiful. Let's face it. If you ask me my name, I'll tell you the same. Justice. We're looking for truth to save all the youth. Justice. Let's make up our minds. We don't have much time. Justice. There's no one to blame. We all are the same. Justice. Justice. We're looking for truth to save all the youth. Justice. Let's make up our minds. We don't have much time. Justice. There's no one to blame. We all are the same. Justice. Oh, oh. Justice. Oh, oh. Justice. Everybody sing. Justice. Oh, oh. Justice. justice. Oh, justice. Everybody say, oh, justice.
Take Me to the River, a movement of social consciousness. With me today is the funkiest band in the land, one of my favorite bands, Dumpstaphunk. Nick, Ian, Ivan, Tony, welcome. Hey, you guys made the New York Times top 20 songs of 2020. You redid a song called Justice, right? And you called it Justice 2020. Can you tell me a little bit about the newer version and how that related to the older version?
We had Charlie Tuna from Jurassic 5 throw a voice in it. You know, as relevant now as it was when we came out with the song originally, which was 4 years ago, ironically. And then we rebooted it and remixed it, and we did the video side of it where we put some fresh footage, and unfortunately there was fresh footage to put in there. More young black brothers and ladies getting killed. A lot of social unrest going on, so it just seemed appropriate to reboot that song.
Absolutely. I remember the last time we had you guys on the show, we not only showed the video, but was talking about how it was so appropriate with Black Lives Matter and everything that was going on with George Floyd at the time. It's fresh again, and it's just amazing to me.
We found more footage between the first time and the update than we had to dig from damn near when we were first, trying to put the video together. I feel like it was just exponentially more bullshit to go over.
And especially being in the time, the year of the pandemic and all of that, obviously didn't help tempers and everybody, unrest, and people getting sick of the same shit happening to them. So yeah, it definitely became a more relevant thing to say and talk about.
It's pretty amazing. Songs by nature are story songs, right? They tell a story or a message. And this one has continued to refresh itself and live in this way that I think we hit a crescendo, maybe. I don't know. Like yesterday seemed to me to be like, I don't know how much worse it could be, the rushing of the Capitol. Well, I mean, imagine if that was Black Lives Matter that did that.
When you see the footage of the Black Lives Matter movement hanging out and protesting in same spot, but there were armed SWAT-looking dudes looking like some Game of Thrones type of guards and shit up on the steps.
It was National Guard.
All right, whoever they were up there, and there were some feet. There was a perimeter where they wasn't getting, and those people weren't trying to storm that place anyway. But there was guarded. It was heavily guarded, and the fact that it was like what they had, like 3 cops or something, like a couple of security guards, Barney Fife and some other dude, right?
They had a little more than that, but
Come on, considering.
They didn't hold the line. And here's the thing that get me. It's like the fear for your life, and you shoot and kill somebody. But they feared for their life the other day, and they ran. Nobody was shot. They ran.
Yeah.
Deep. Think about that.
I really appreciate that you guys are getting the message out in a way that's meaningful and a way that actually can touch people. Your song touches me every time I hear it. And it is just us. It is just us. And together, we are stronger. Inclusive, we are strong. Divided, we are weak.
They know that too. That's why we saw that show of force to try to deny solidarity. And then yesterday, they were like, welcome in.
But things are going to get better.
acting a fool on Capitol Hill. Bombs over Baghdad, business as usual. Single parent can't pay a bill. Some American Idol singing "We the Beautiful." 13 years since Katrina hit. I still ain't got my fever check. I got the trailer, no electric, and I can't seem to find my key. Meanwhile, might as well have a good time. Meanwhile, gonna shake your pretty booty, baby. Meanwhile, might not be your next time. Meanwhile, gonna shake your pretty booty, baby. Meanwhile,
You might as well have a good time.
meanwhile,
Come on and shake your booty, baby.
meanwhile,
There might not be a next time.
meanwhile,
Come on and shake it.
shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Why you chaps and home invasions? Listen to my innermost thoughts. Bribes and kickbacks. Penitentiary politician won that election you bought. That's a damn shame. Meanwhile, Baghdad, the ranch, and Mar-a-Lago. Business as usual. Fault line shaky, better hold on tight. Business as usual. Vote for me, cause I'm running for my life. Meanwhile, yeah, you might as well have a good time. Meanwhile, don't shake your pretty booty, baby. Meanwhile, it might not be your next time. Meanwhile, don't shake your pretty booty, baby. Meanwhile,
You might as well have a good time.
meanwhile,
Come on and shake your booty, baby.
meanwhile,
There might not be a next time.
meanwhile,
Come on and shake it.
shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Meanwhile, meanwhile,
You might as well have a good time.
meanwhile,
Come on and shake your booty, baby.
meanwhile,
There might not be a next time.
So what have you guys been doing during the pandemic? The last time we talked, it was almost a year in at that point. So any new projects that have come up, during the pandemic, or things that you hadn't done before that you're doing now? Tony, why don't you start out and we'll go right down the line.
Believe it or not, I haven't been doing anything. I've been home eating everything in sight.
That's something.
That's it. Unbelievable. Gaining weight.
Ivan, any?
Fortunately, with the reboot of the Justice song, that'll be included in a full-length piece of music that Dumpstaphunk will be putting out. Hopefully, sometime in late spring, possibly.
Roughly something like
maybe
that.
early
Yeah, we got
summer.
to.
We have a full piece of music, whatever they call it in this day and age. A
release.
collection of songs, including with the remix of Justice. It's called "Where Do We Go From Here," which is that's another good question.
It's perfect.
That's a question that people want to know. And we're fortunate with that we got that piece of music to put out.
And tell me a little bit about the new record. Any guests, any kind of interesting things, or is it just a straightaway Dumpstaphunk record?
It's our usual hybrid of there's a couple covers, mostly original stuff, like we're saying the Justice reboot. Guest-wise, we got Charlie Tuna on Justice, Trumbo Shorty's on Justice, our homie Scarrick's on a couple tracks. We got Marcus King guesting on guitar on a Buddy Miles cover that we did. That's kind of
that song is Tony found that one.
Yeah.
That song is called United Nations Stomp.
Right
and that's
on.
a song about trying to togetherness.
Yes.
And
it's Buddy Miles telling the future, basically, and we just
so what you
updated
were talking
it.
about the longevity of Justice being 4 years old and we rebooted. The Buddy Miles song was done when late
1974.
74. And you got songs like Stand by Sly and the Family Stone from 1969.
Yep.
It's all relevant now. Unfortunately, enough things have changed. There's a little darkness right now before some light that we might come through, hopefully,
Amen. Amen. I think so. Things are looking up. It's hard to see it sometimes.
When you stoop, when you go this far down,
that's right.
Nowhere to go but up,
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Especially hanging out with the pandemic, and they hadn't played. We're not able to go out and travel and play and be musicians as we the life that we've known for many years. Washing dishes and at home and doing laundry and stuff and all that kind of,
I know you're gonna miss it.
Say, Nick.
I personally been doing a lot of sleeping. I was working with a group, Tabasco 504, that I used to sing with many years ago, and we finished the CD, and it will be out February 14th.
Excellent.
And you can find it on Tabasco504.com, if you're looking for it.
Great.
It's pretty interesting.
Well, that's exciting stuff. Ian?
Yeah, we got to finally finish a record that had been in the can somewhat for a while. So that was positive use of some downtime. And on my own front, I've been doing a bunch of graphic design stuff and just random artwork kind of like that, and getting some song snippets and whatnot together for the next time we get to hit the studio for real.
Yeah, and these guys have been helping me do a project. There's another little thing, a little sneak Ivan thing that's pretty much us and more of the Ivan Neville singer-songwriter kind of stuff.
When are we going to hear that, Ivan?
I don't know. Well, we got to put the Dumpstaphunk record out first.
The Dumpstaphunk record, and then
then we got that, and Nick got Tabasco in February. Tony Hall coming soon. Tony got a record in can.
I've been working on it. I'm
sure he turned on the Pro Tools again.
Yeah,
he turned on Pro Tools in his garage.
I had to get George to come help me. George Porter to come help me.
That's funny right there, homie.
Tracy Freeman, I stay on the phone with him for hours.
myself a little talking to this time. Just need a little brain salad surgery. Ooh, I got to kill my insecurity. I've been in the wrong place, but it must have been the right time. I was in the right place, but it must have was the wrong song. I was in the right thing, but it must have was the wrong on. I was in the right world, but it seems like a wrong, 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 wrong. Making itself clear. Wondering which way I go to get on out of here. I've been in the right place, but it must have was the wrong time. I done said the right things, but it must have used the wrong line. I done took the right road, but it must have took a wrong turn. I done made the right move, but I made it at the wrong time. I was on the right road, but I made it in the wrong car. My head was in a bad place, and I wonder what it's good for. Right place, wrong time. Right place, wrong time. Right place, wrong time. Right place, wrong time.
Not only are you the funkiest band in the land and one of my favorite bands, but you're great human beings and modest. I mean, you guys did this really cool project. I know we're supposed to be under wraps in Hollywood, so you will be seen on a major motion picture at some point.
Some point, yeah.
And we're very, very excited about that. Can you guys talk a little bit about the experience?
We were fortunate because we would have absolutely been doing more of nothing during the month of August, and we ended up going to Los Angeles, which we would not be going there now because they didn't shut it down again. So we called it right when there was a little opening. We went to LA and we were in a little bubble. And we were recording every day. We were there for 6 weeks. A Netflix project.
Yes.
And you will hear us. You won't see us. You'll hear us playing some music in this film.
What was it like working with Gore?
Overall, I mean, overall, this project was just inspirational from a lot of angles, music-wise, and just being a part of it's an animated feature thing, and from that angle, just top tier. Getting picked to do each of their segments of this project, and it was just dope that we were able to add our music element to it pretty much.
Well, I'm excited. A lot of new stuff coming. You know, you're modest. You guys have been busy. You know, it doesn't seem like it, but you've got some stuff that's coming. Three records, a major motion picture. That's pretty good, fellas. Pretty good.
Now we just need some gigs. Let's get that going, and we'll be all right.
Well, we're about ready to hear some good music from our friends Dumpstaphunk. Man, I love you guys. The funkiest band in the land. You are part of forever the Take Me to the River family. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you,
Thank you very much. Thanks, y'all.
outside. Think I wanna get outdoors, out in the open wide. A big time serenade, let's go to a street parade. And we're gonna second life, we're gonna have a good time, yeah. Oh, do it. I get excited from back and beating the drum. Make the phone get on down with it, have a whole lot of fun. Let's go dance out in the street. Come on, baby, oh Lord, girl, just you and me. Big time serenade, let's go to a street parade. And we're gonna second line, we're gonna have a good time, yeah. Oh, yes indeed, y'all. Shake what your mama gave you now. Don't lose that 13-ball groove ball. Yeah, you're right. That's right. Uptown New Orleans. 13 ball, 12 ball, 17 ball, 11 ball, 10 ball, 7 ball, 3rd ball, 9 ball. Uptown, downtown, all around town. Shake it like you know what you doing with it. That's right. If I taste the donut,